for cheap and reliable coins to possibly open packs or even get stuff so you can do drafts, check out FIFAcoin.com. I'm gonna link to them in the description down below. They have a very fast robo system. You get the coins pretty much instantly. Link in the description down below. Use Fangs for a 5% discount.
Hey guys, how's it going? It is Fangs. So this might be the second time you've seen me today. There was another video today. If you guys wanted to see it, it was a FIFA video. It will be in the comments down below, or not in the comments, in the description down below, but I've unlisted it because in the first hour, nobody seemed like they wanted to see that video at all. I'm not even kidding. Is FIFA that dead, guy? Are you guys done with FIFA? It seems like it, unless I'm doing these like high-rated drafts and all that kind of stuff. So I decided, no, we can't go out that way on a Saturday. It's Saturday. We gotta go hard. We have to go over something that happened to me in the last week. Something I found out about myself that I had no idea. Maybe one of the biggest secrets of my family's history. It's crazy, guys. So if you follow my daily vlog channel, which is FUBI, if you don't, you should. We're close to 50K. Link to it in the description down below. Check it out. You would have known that I had this TV show that came out called The Gifted. It's not my TV show. It's one that's coming out. I think it has to do with like something kind of like X-Men, where you have kids that are mutants, but they're considered gifted. And I don't really know the whole synopsis on it, but I happen to follow one of the actors on it. He's my favorite actor. His name is Stephen Moyer. I am in love. Everybody knows I love Stephen Moyer. I love that man. And I guess they saw that I had a lot of followers and I followed him, and they were doing these promo giveaways, and they said, I got this message like this. It said, "Are you gifted? We want to help you find out by sending you a surprise from The Gifted. Please confirm that you are over the age of 18, a US resident, and provide us with your full name, mailing address. You must reply within 24 hours, otherwise we will select someone else." And of course I'm not going to show you what I put below because I know you're trying to get my mailing address. Try to show up at my front door. Don't do it. So I responded to him. I gave him my address, and randomly, I didn't hear anything back. I actually went out of the country. I went to England, came back, and a week after that, this little package showed up, and it had, I'm gonna show you like a picture of it. It said something like Department of Mutant Affairs, and I was like, what the heck is this? This is gonna be funny. I open it up, and out comes this little bad boy right here, My Heritage DNA. Now, I am not sponsored by any way, shape, or form by My Heritage DNA. I'm not telling y'all should do this. There's actually a few different kinds of these. I think there's one called 23andMe, which I think I wanna try. Put it in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that one does not just your like heritage of your DNA of where you're from, but it also does your health. Let me explain this one first. So My Heritage DNA, apparently what happens is, I'm gonna get the little things out and open, show you what it said in here. Hold on a second. So it has these instructions. What you do, you have to activate your kit. Then you get these little swabs. You swab your cheeks, you know, like they do a DNA test when you're watching Amari. Remember when they're like, he is not the father? And before that, they did the cheek swab. Okay, so they swab the cheek. You take it. After they do that, you just like kind of press down. You have these little vials, and the vials have this code on it. You have to activate that code before you send it, otherwise you might not know what's going on. So anyway, you activate that code. You have these little vials, and you just drop the little swab into the vials. It's got this little like wet moisture. I don't know what's in there. It's kind of weird. And then once you do that, you put it into a package that they've sent you, and you send it right back to them. I think it takes 3 to 5 days to get to them, and I didn't purchase this. It was sent to me. I don't know how long it takes for it to get to you, but when that happens, you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks, and apparently, from what they say with these, I don't know if it's, you know, legit, but with mine, it kind of was legit. It shows you your DNA and like where you're from, your heritage, or where you're from. And there's other ones. There's Ancestry.com, 23andMe, and some other ones that I've like seen, and I thought they looked pretty interesting, but I didn't know if I should really try those because I've heard with some of them there's a huge controversy that they may be taking your DNA and using it for stuff that you are not asking. By the time that you sit it in, you pretty much say, hey, yes, you can use my DNA. And some people thought it was pretty cool because then it's maybe using their DNA to do something like research cancer and all the kinds of treatments and different things, because if your body isn't doing it, maybe they find out why your body isn't getting a certain type of cancer, and they can fix it with somebody else. So you thought that that was the thing, but then there's all these rumors and articles I was reading where they can take your DNA and they can try to take it to one of those like perfect baby centers. Apparently these days, crazy enough, they're actually trying to make the perfect baby so that like really rich people can decide what their kid looks like, their eye color, their freaking hair color, if they're gonna be a boy or a girl, decide if it has all these traits, if it might not have like this kind of cancer. That is just insane, and I do not believe in that whatsoever. I think that is just playing God, and even if there is or is not a God, I'm not getting into that. I just think it's crazy because that's where you start getting crazy messed up people. Like back in the day, two like brother and sisters used to sleep together, like on Game of Thrones. The twins, they slept together, they create this crazy incest kid, Joffrey, who looks just like the beautiful blonde hair, blue eyes, but guess what? He's freaking crazy. You never know what that's gonna do to a kid's brain, so I didn't want my DNA to go to that. But before I sent it, mine's apparently not big on that. I think that came from like Ancestry.com or 23andMe. I don't know. I just read an article, might not be any of them, but I was like, oh my god, my DNA, I'm gonna be in some like perfect baby, you know, obviously. Perfect. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not perfect, but I got very scared about that. It's just kind of weird. So anyway, I sent mine out, I didn't think anything of it, and if you know my history of what I think I know I am, my dad is from Germany. He was born in Germany. He moved here when I was 10 years old. My Oma lived in Germany her entire life. She lived through the Holocaust. Her mother lived in Germany, and I believe my Oma's Oma lived in Germany. I mean, I don't know how far that goes back. My Opa lived in the United States. He was in the Navy, but he came over when he was young from Naples. They were in Sicily, went up to Italy, and then from Italy they came over into, I think it was New York or New Jersey. So my dad, I've always thought, is a German Italian. I mean, you could see it. If you look at a picture of him, I'll pop a picture up, the man looks German Italian. There's no guessing on that one. And then my mom doesn't completely know what she is. Like my grandma Sue doesn't know at all. We just know that my grandpa is Native American a bit, but we don't know what his other parts are either. I want my whole family to do this test because I think it would be good. But, so my whole life I've always thought I'm German, Native American with a splash of Italian. When the other way, if you think about it, I'm probably German, Italian with a splash of Native American because I don't carry the traits or the resemblance of that much. But when you look at my birth certificate, and I check things for jobs and all that different stuff, and because I have like a Cherokee Native American card, I've always been Native American. So I expect I'm gonna get my results back and I'm gonna see something like that. So I get my results back and it's pretty freaking funny. Wait for this music that pops up because it's going through everything I am, and then I get this one bit of music. I didn't quite understand what that meant, and then I come to find out that okay, let me give you my results. I'm 82%. This is why I want to do 23andMe, by the way, because they don't give you a full description. They say I'm 82% North and West European, which means it could be France, Germany, or Dutch, so it could be the Netherlands, but obviously my family's from Germany, so I know that's mostly German, but I don't know really what my mom's family has on that side, so there could be some French in there. I think it's mostly German. If you look at me, it's mostly German. Then it was like 14% Italian, so obviously there goes my Italian side. I should have known I'm Italian, I know that. It was only 1% Native American. I don't even, everybody always gives me crap and they're like, how do you even claim to be a, well, when you're a Cherokee Native American, it's just whatever percent you are Cherokee. That is just what you are. It's in there. It's in the freaking family somewhere. And then there was the final kicker. This one is pretty hilarious. I am 1.6% Ashkenazi Jewish. Wait, what? For one, in my own personal thought, when I think about this, I thought Jewish was a religion, but apparently there is, they say, let me read this to you. The Ashkenazism was a European, wait, does that what the Ashkenazim are a European Jewish diaspora. What the? Do I not even know how to read? Who traced their communal origins to Germany and France, which obviously we got all that German, and later to the eastward migration towards Poland and Slavic countries. Because of the traditional marriage practices and segregation surrounding their cultures, the Ashkenazi Jewish population is genetically very close-knit. So I think that's what they're meaning, like, there is a population that shares traits that came from a population of Jewish people who share traits. So even though Jewish people are a religion, they share traits and they have characteristics that can make somebody possibly have been Jewish or whatever. I don't know how this works. I wish you guys would let me know this. But it says, due to persecution, genocides, and devastation of the Holocaust, Ashkenazi Jews have migrated across the world, with the largest population being in the US, which is where I am, and Israel, which I've never been, significant populations across the Americas, the former Soviet Union, and South Africa and Australia. Jewish culture emphasizes learning, which might explain why, while Jews represent only 0.2% of the world's population, what I am is only 0.2% of the world's population. About a quarter of all Nobel Prize winners have been Jewish. I mean, is that why I'm so freaking good at YouTube? Is that where it came from? Apparently, don't get me wrong, I'm not out here just throwing it out there being like, I'm Jewish, because I've never even remotely seen or done anything that has to do with me. I don't celebrate any of the holidays. I don't go to any of the churches that go for that. Like, I don't know anything even about it. I know nothing about it. And I'm sure a lot of people who are Jewish can let me know, and it would be amazing. But it's just crazy for me to know that in my bloodline, I come from a part of Germany or Poland where more than likely my family were Jewish. And what I think is crazy and what I think kind of changed things up, and maybe the reason why my Oma is still alive and not even persecuted, because my Oma lived in Germany during the Holocaust, and she, even before Hitler took his reign, whenever he wasn't as crazy apparently, she was at her school, she had to shake his hand and give him flowers, and she hated, like, I remember before she even died, she told me, like, she just hated it, and she didn't like that she had to do that. She hated Nazis, she hated the whole idea of all that kind of stuff. She was totally against it, her family was too, but her dad died whenever she was like 2 years old, and so she lived with her mom, and her mom remarried, which is my great Oma? I don't know how to say that. She remarried, and so he adopted my Oma, so maybe my Oma's father was the part that had the Jewish side, and since she was adopted, they didn't see that during like the Holocaust time, so they didn't even know that she might have had any type of Jewish in her, and she got lucky, and she was not persecuted. She did have to deal with people raiding her houses, looking for Jewish people. I remember she told me this really sad story one time where she had these like pet pigs in her arms, and she was so scared because they were just storming through her house, taking everything, that she ended up squeezing one of the pigs to death, and it was so, some of the stories she told me were just so sad from that time. But it's crazy to think that because of like one thing that my family didn't know about themselves even, or one thing that might have been hidden from my family that we don't even know about, that maybe my Oma didn't get to tell us before we left, we had some kind of Jewish culture, and my Oma was living with that during the Holocaust, which is just, I mean, 6 million Jewish people died during that. It is the worst genocide in population's history of all over the world. It's crazy. It was terrible. I like to research it. I like to know a lot about it, especially because of my German heritage and my German ancestry, but oh my God. So we find all this out, and I mean, maybe that could be on my Oma's side, but then again, we have to go, see, I need to get this done for my mom. I need my mom's mom to get it done. I need my freaking grandpa to get it done. And I just need, I don't know, I need a lot of people. There's so many different things and so many different questions I have. These things might not be 100%. That's another reason why I want to do 23andMe, but apparently, somehow, some way, I didn't know my entire life that I am more Jewish, or at least Ashkenazi Jewish, according to this thing, than I am Native American. So maybe I should, I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's crazy. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's like funny. Like I'm happy with it. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. But I thought I'd bring that to you guys. And I want to know if you guys have ever taken one of these. You can let me know. Like, let me know your little story or maybe your DNA mix in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that this is kind of like a not the best one, and if I should take another one, because I'd definitely like to check that out. I thought I'd bring that to you today, like a little bit of a vlog, a little bit something different than FIFA. You guys seem completely tired of FIFA. I'm sorry, it's the game I play. I'll try to give you some better content. I got some sick MESSI boots that I got in the mail. They're golden. Put hashtag golden in the comments down below if you want to see a video for that tomorrow. That is going to be it for this one though. If you could please hit that thumbs up button. It helps push this video to the world. And apparently if you hit it really fast within the first 10 minutes, it pushes even more to the world. So I would love you guys for that. Thanks for watching this video. German, Italian, Native American, and apparently some kind of Ashkenazi Jewish. You'll let me know more about it in the comments down below. I'm sure I'm gonna have this whole like thing where like, there's Jewish as a religion and all this stuff. I wanna hear about it. Just let me know. This is just what they're telling me on my heritage, okay? I'm not bringing this up. I didn't make it up. That's what they're telling me. Thanks for watching the video. Until next time, see you guys later.